Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Megan Tennant, and today we are forgetting how to talk, apparently. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing. So although Indiecember is designed to promote indie books, this is designed to just be a tag. It's for fun, and you can answer with any and all books. If you answer with indie books, you get special golden stars that mean absolutely nothing, and so Indiecember is a December-focused, indie book-based reading challenge, and it's designed to get more reviews for indie books because it is really hard to get reviews for books as an indie author. But all of those details already exist in a video that I did. I will link it in the description. You can go check it out, or you can check out my website, megan.com. Words, how do they work? megantennant.com/Indiecember. So to make this Indiecember themed, I went with the bingo board concept. Take a piece of paper and draw a 5x5 square grid. There's nothing on this. I don't know why I'm showing you that. It's just a piece of paper, you know, in case you don't know what a piece of paper looks like. And put in the numbers 1 through 24. The middle square is a wild. And then there are 24 questions, which will be in the description down below. So you grab a random number generator, get a random number, it corresponds to a question, you answer that question, you keep going until you get bingo. There are a billion number generators online, but you could also just say, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 24. Did it work? Probably easier to just use Google, because my Alexa doesn't love me. Now, I did make a title card for every single question, and they will be linked in a Google folder in the description. I confirmed with my video stock footage provider to make sure that you have permission to use it. I put in .mov and .mp4, so one of those should work for you. If not, you're welcome. So I pre-gamed and got all my random numbers. So the first number I got is number 8, which is Tattered Old Ornament. What's a book that's super tattered and old, but you can't throw out because memories? Lord Valentine's Castle. And as you can see, it is, the word people like to use is well loved, but the truth is it's beat to all hell. And my dad gave me this when I was like 12. And it was something he loved growing up. I don't know if this is the same copy he had. It's full of dust now. I hope those are ink splotches and not mold. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. But I still have it, and for good measure, I got a second used copy, which is not falling apart, so I can read this one now. Question number 6, Let It Snow. A book with snow or ice on the cover. I have 2 choices for this one because I could not decide, and so you're just getting both of them. The first one is Winter Neverland by 6 different authors. I can't read all the names, it would take me a billion years. And this is an anthology of short stories. They are all holiday themed, which is pretty cool. It is an indie book, so it works for Indiecember, and pretty good. I read it last year. And the second book for that same prompt is On Writing and World Building, which is by Tim Hickson. And this I haven't reviewed yet, so this is gonna be my Indiecember book for this year for the learning square. And this one counts because it's got snow at the corner there. This is probably overexposed, so you can't see it. And this is just writing advice. Highly recommend. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but if you like Tim's videos at Hello Future Me, you'll like the book. Next up is number 13, Lump of Coal. Show us a book with a primarily black cover. This is another one where I have 2 choices because I had 2 indie books that fit this. The first one is She's Not Here by Mandy Lynn, which I have not read and is on my Indiecember TBR. And it's kind of more gray than black, but I'm counting it. I always feel weird throwing the books when it's an author that watches my videos, and I'm like, it feels more personal. Like, I'm not throwing it because I dislike you, I swear. I just treat my books like because the second one is I'm smacking lights with it. See, I treat my books like The second one is Helm of Darkness by A.P. Mobley, and this one I reviewed for Indiecember last year. Highly recommend. It was a 5-star read, and it is very mythology based, so if you're into that, this book is for you. And it's got mostly black on the cover, and I am very biased about this book because I actually did the formatting for it. Can't Case in point that I did the formatting for it. That's a sample page that's still in here for some reason. I find these all over the place because when testing out the formatting for her book, I wanted to see how it would look in book form. So I slapped this into a bunch of different books of the appropriate size, and now I find them everywhere. They are just all over. There's another one. I'm not gonna throw it. I'm gonna lightly toss it. Next number is 17. Resolutions. Did you have any reading goals this year? If so, how did you do? I started out with the outrageous reading goal of 100 books. I was like, I can do this. This is fine. Great idea. And number 9, artificial tree. Do you read ebooks? If so, what's your favorite e-reader device? I hate ebooks. I do. I love audiobooks. That electronic format turns me the hell on. But ebooks, I just cannot get into. I think I've only finished 2 full-length ebooks, and it was because at the time that was the only format that they existed on. One was an ARC, the other was also an ARC. But given the option, I will always default to audiobook because that's the only time I find the actual time to read is by listening to the audiobook while doing chores or showering. Don't you judge. I have a Bluetooth speaker. It's waterproof. It's in my shower. Highly recommend. Next question is question number 21. Frosty the Snowman. A book with characters that felt so real, they basically came to life before your eyes. This one I'm going with good old, that was heavier than I expected. The Savior's Champion by Jenna Moresi. I don't know why I didn't expect it to be heavy. It's basically the exact same number of pages as Alethea, and they're both by Ingram Sparks, so it's about the same weight. So I should have expected that to be heavy. Part of the reason the characters in this feel so real is, well, one, the writing's really good and the characters are very well described, but I also freaking loved that she got portraits made of the characters because then I knew exactly what they all looked like and I could picture them so much better. I didn't have to focus as much on trying to create them in my head, so I could focus more on the story, and I think it helped overall. Tiny toss, not throw. Ugly sweater. What's a book that you love that's hidden beneath a cover that you don't love? My book for this one is, I almost dropped it. My book for this one is The 100 by Kiera Cass. I don't love the book as much as I love the TV show. The book's alright. The cover, on the other hand, is not alright. I cannot for the life of me find these books in a cover besides the TV show cover, which is fine. That's how everyone knows these book series is from the TV show, so they want to use that to help promote the book. I get it. The problem is, the book series is completely different from the TV series. And if you look at the characters on the freaking cover of the book, you have Finn, right there, right on the cover. That character doesn't exist in the books. Doesn't exist, never existed. He was created for the TV series. That is a major, just, no, why? They could have at least photoshopped him out. Like, how hard would that be? I could have photoshopped him out. But no, they just plop him on the cover, call it good, cause why not? But this one, I will throw. It only hurt a little bit. Question number 20. 3 Kings. Show us 3 books with titles containing king, queen, princess, prince, crown, or throne. This is rather difficult unless you read fantasy, in which case you can throw a dart at your bookshelf and you will probably hit one of these. So, firstly is an indie book I started and DNF'd, and that is Shadow Crown by Kristen Martin. Little throw. Second one is I was gonna say the name as I threw it, but that was too much to focus on apparently. The Last Dragon Princess by Cynthia Payne, and this is one that I read for Indiecember last year. This is one that I personally really connected with. I have a BS in biology and Cynthia Payne has a BS in biology, which explains a lot of things because what I liked about this was like little hints of biology throughout it, and I won't spoil it for you, but the way certain things were handled had a vibe of like biology in a fantasy setting to it, and I loved that as a biologist who wants to one day write fantasy. And this is an indie book you can read for Indiecember. And last but not least is one I'm sure all of you in the entire world will recognize, and that is Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Holly Black, oh, I got it right. And this just released like last week, and I binged it on Audible, and it was all right. I rate it 5 stars. I don't know. It was an all right conclusion to the series. Not an indie book though. Tiny Toss. Don't yell at me in the comments again. Next, question number 5, gift boxes. Gift boxes come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Name a book with a diverse cast. For this, I'm giving a book that released recently, but I have not read yet, and it is on my Indiecember TBR, and that is I almost smacked myself in the face with that one. I swear I get worse at throwing them and trying to catch them every single time I do it. The Misadventures by Stephen Partridge, and this is a comedic fantasy book, and it has a cast of literally all sizes and colors. I'm very excited to read it. So, if you're doing Indiecember, this is a good one for that, the Jolly Square for comedic. Next question, question number 2. I'll be home for Christmas. What's a fictional world you'd love to spend the holidays in, if only in your dreams? There's like an 80% chance we're all gonna answer the exact same thing, and I knew that when I wrote this question, and I just went with it. Am I holding it the right way? It doesn't have a cover on, so I don't know. No, that, you guys are backwards. Yeah, okay. Harry Potter, of course, because... Alright, question number 1, Mistletoe. What book has the ultimate OTP? One true pairing. For this, I'm going with another book you'll probably find quite familiar, and that is Wicked King by, again, Holly Black. And I really like enemies to lovers. There are very few books I have found where I think it's well done, and this is one where I thought it was really well done to the point where, like, OTP levels. I just really love the relationship between Jude and Carden. You can judge me if you want. I thought it was a well done transition. It hurts a little more when they're brand new books that haven't been opened because I read them on audiobook and still feel the need to buy them because Bookstagram. And last but not least, I put number 25. I apparently drew my numbers before I decided to cut this back to 24. And so now I have a number 25 that doesn't exist. So now this is question number 3, and hopefully I accounted for that and this is still a win, and I don't actually know. We'll see. So question number 3 is Star on the Tree. What's a book with a cover so fine you'd duct tape it to the Christmas tree if you weren't concerned about damaging the book? Or giving your cat an exciting new reason to climb that freaking tree because you know they want to. Okay, this has got to be The Boy Who Steals Houses by my girl Paper Fury. This cover is so freaking pretty, and it's got stars on it, so it would work pretty well as a Christmas tree star. And it's blue on the front, which is kind of a Christmassy color, but then you flip it on the back and it's like primarily yellow, so star color, it works. And yellow spine. The hardest freaking color spine to find for this color bookshelf is yellow. It is impossible to find. And yet, here, a book that I actually want to read, that looks amazing, that has a yellow spine. So props to this book for that. It is not an indie book, it is traditionally published, but I'm excited to give it a read. I don't usually read contemporary, but for Kate, I'm gonna read it, because of course I am. So that was it for the tag. My books are officially all over the ground. Josh is gonna come in here and have a heart attack, but you know, so yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I just now realizing that I forgot I'm supposed to tag people again. Pretend I tagged you and go do this video and then share it with me so I can promote the hell out of it. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out Indiecember. You just have to leave reviews for indie books during December. You don't have to have read the books during December. And there's a huge giveaway at the end. We have tons of contributions. So there's gonna be 3 prize packs that are writer specific. The giveaway entry form will ask if you're a writer or not, so we know how to divvy those up. And those, we have World Anvil, Scrivener, and Campfire, all contributing free software. And then we also have some bookmarks from Lit Nerd, and also Once Upon a Book Club, who will be contributing book boxes. We also have some lovely, wonderful other people contributors who contributed their books, so their names are here. All of the contributors can also be found on my website on the main Indiecember page if you just scroll down. And that was it for this video. If you don't have really a platform but you still want to try out these questions, you can try answering them in the comments. I don't know if there's a character limit, but you could try. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.